Point 3, perimeter and area of rectangles, triangles, and parallelograms. Can you find the perimeter and area of rectangles, triangles, and parallelograms?
Yes.
And by the way, good afternoon. By the way, good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right, perimeter. The distance. Area would then be the space. What are these things called right here? Well, the base and height, but they're also the dimensions. They make up the measurements of that shape, right? Yeah. I should be up on the screen, not organizing papers. All right, what helps us solve a problem? What helps us solve a problem? Formulas help us solve problems, right? Speaking of formulas, if I gave you this formula, A equals B times H, what does it really mean? Area equals base times height, right? And that is the area formula for what shapes? Square, rectangle, parallelogram. Is this also the same as base times height, length times width? Yes. What do we use, though, in our class? Do we like this formula right here? No. We're not even going to talk about it because this formula right here is easier if written like that. So if we have the formula A equals BH divided by 2, what does the A stand for? B. H. What are we doing with those two numbers again? Multiply. And then what are we dividing by? 2. And that's the area of a triangle. What label do we use for area? Unit squared, or square units, right? Yes. And what do we use for the label for a perimeter? Units. What kind of shape is this right here? Rectangle. So it's just base times height? Yes. Perimeter. The perimeter you guys plugged in 7, 8, 7, and 8, yes? Yes. But there's only a 7 and an 8. Where do you get the other 7 and the 8? From the other side. The other sides are congruent because it's a rectangle, yes? Yes. Is this the height of this triangle? No. It's slanted, right? Yes. This is the height because it goes straight up and down, yeah? Yes. So we found the perimeter. You guys did this with Mrs. Coriel. You added all 3 of those numbers, yes? Yes. You converted to impropers. Yes. Found common denominators. Yes. Boom. Good to go, yes? Yes? But for this one, we actually converted the base. So if you look at the base, it's 8.5. We converted it to 8.5, yeah? Yes. Is it okay to convert numbers into decimals? Yeah, because it would have been really weird looking at a fraction in a fraction problem, yeah? Did you guys talk about that yesterday? Good. Parallelogram, you guys know what they are? Yeah. How many sides do they have? 4. What's true about the opposite sides? They're parallel. Is this a parallelogram? Yeah. What's this part? What is this called in the parallelogram? What part of it? Base. What's this part called right here? Height. Ah! What's this called? We don't know. It's called a side, right? Yeah. Because the side cannot be what? I'm sorry, the height cannot be what? Slant. So we have to go straight up and down, and that's our height, yes? Yes. How about this? Is this the height of a parallelogram? No. Is this the height of a parallelogram? Yes. This one we actually knew the area, though, right? Yes. We knew the base, right? Yes. The only thing we didn't know was the height. And what did Alice tell us to do? Guess and check. And now if you have another way of solving it, great. But guess and check is a great method, yes? We could literally pull out our calculator and just start typing in numbers until we found a number that worked, yeah? Yes. Is that a good strategy to use if you're stuck? Yes. We good?